Yeah, I'm not very coordinated there. I'm typing at the same time as I'm supposed to be setting up. Can everybody hear me all right? I'm not hearing this on my headphones, so I don't know what's going on. But anyway, yeah, that was a little different. That was shot 2 days ago. I did an upload in on YouTube. I uploaded it 4K to YouTube, and it took 23 hours to upload, and then another 6 hours to process. So, well, it was a little different. I see Mudball Creative is in. Mr. JRC's is a brand new supporter of the channel. Just subscribed a few minutes ago. I got a notification of a new subscription. So that's a gain of one. Holy cow! That doesn't happen very often. Dennis is here, and Johnny Drone Flyer was in early. I don't know if he's come and gone. Yeah, so hey, we got 7 people watching already. So it's it's a good start to the day. I was almost late for the show. I had an appointment at noon, and it was in Paris, Ontario, and I had an appointment that I had to be there at noon, and I had to wait 15 minutes, and I got Ministry of Health. There you go. I got my first COVID shot this morning, or at noon. So, according to the paper here, they shot me at 11:59 a.m. So, and now we're just waiting on the second dose, which comes apparently July the 26th. So, we're looking forward to that. So, an exciting day. Well, for me anyway. It was kind of nice to be included. My wife goes on Sunday, and she has to get hers. She has to go way up to Kitchener, Waterloo, to get hers. She'll probably get the Pfizer there, I think. Mine was Moderna. Mine was Moderna too, Dennis, and no side effects. It seems to have gone okay. Mike B, aka the Drone Ranger, is here. Welcome. So nice to see so many of you come by. You could be anywhere else, but you're here with me, and I appreciate your company. Dennis has to run. It's nice to be needed, Dennis. You have a good afternoon, and say hi to your wife for everybody. Stay away from Johnson & Johnson. My son had the Johnson & Johnson shot. He was in Baghdad, in Iraq, and he got the Johnson & Johnson and had a really strange reaction. A whole bunch of them who got the shot that day had the same reaction. They had delirium and hallucinations for 24 hours, and he said it was the best high he's had since he's been in Iraq. So, he said it was kind of a nice escape. but he's doing okay now, and he seems to be in good spirits. So that's good, and we're looking forward to welcoming him back home sometime in June. So, yeah, hallucination, sign me up. Yeah, it was administered at a NATO base in Baghdad. So, yeah, who knows what they had to the vaccine over there. But watch for the second. She had a bad experience with the second one. Oh, which lasted about 8 hours. Wow. Okay, so what was I wonder what the reaction was. Just swelling or something. I had nothing. I was talking to the woman who was giving me the vaccine, and she gave me a little ticket and said, "There's your your shot. You got shot at 11:59, and she gave me a little sticker to put on. And I said, when do you put in the shot? She said, you've had it. I said, I didn't feel a thing. She said, well, that's because you were distracted. She said, that's all on you. That's not on me. So, and Dennis got sick after his second Moderna. Oh, first was nothing. Okay. Yeah, camel spider venom. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know that he's been on a camel in Iraq. He was on a camel in Syria or Jordan. Syria, I think. A couple of years ago when he was stationed in Beirut, in Lebanon. They crossed the mountains and went over to, I'm thinking Syria, but I could be wrong. It could have been Jordan, because he was in Syria, Jordan, Lebanon, Cyprus. You know, he did quite a tour that last trip over. This one here, he's only been to Kuwait and then Iraq. So minor fever for a short time after the second. Okay. See you, Dennis. Nice of you to stop by. There's a bunch of invites out there. So if you get a chance to pop on, by all means, don't leave me hanging. What was everybody's thought on that new intro? I shot that. What's today? Tuesday. I think I shot that Monday on a dead battery. I had my batteries had gone into storage. I went up one flight, and the drone was acting really strange, and I came back and put the second battery in, and the second battery seemed to be a lot better. Yeah. No, Dennis has to go take care of his wife, so he doesn't have to come and sing. We're okay. Yes, the first battery acted funny. The second one seemed okay. I took off with about 52% battery and got about 6 minutes out of it, so that was pretty good. And what you saw in that video was 6 minutes the entire flight. I didn't edit anything, so all the jerky camera movements are in there and all that stuff. And normally a video like that would be edited down to a minute and a half, 2 minutes at the most. And it would have been a longer flight if I was on a full battery. Would have got some overhead straight down shots and stuff like that, something to mix it up a little better. That was mostly head on. So, drone tractor coming towards me. We didn't really get a chance to see much of the implement that he was pulling, but and what you see there is the full extent of what he's plowed so far. He never did finish that field. So I'm looking out at the field now. Right now, there's lots of corn stalks sticking up and stuff like that. So they're plowing in the corn stalks. I think it'll be soybeans next. It'll either be soybeans or potatoes. Although we haven't seen potatoes in a few years, but cloudy and rainy there today. Right now here, it's 16 Celsius, which is 65 or so, and sunny, and things are greening up so fast that it looks like I may have to cut the grass tomorrow. I put the snowblower away on the weekend, and now I'm thinking about cutting the grass. I got the tractor out, and I think when I first cut it, I'll run a dethatcher behind it, and we'll cut it, dethatch it, and then think about going up and picking up pine cones and the mess that the dogs leave. Most of that gets picked up by the tires and spread around, but we don't pick up anything like that. That's all natural fertilizer. We're on about 3/4 of an acre here, and I think you saw that at the end of that last video. Let me just, I'm gonna see if I can go to the last video here, and I'll just show you. Okay, there we go. Hang on, let me share that screen again. Let me figure out how I can do that. Share screen. Scroll down that one there, and okay. So there we can see that's coming across from where he was plowing. Let me just go here, and right there, if you can see let me blow the mouse up a little bit. There you go. Right there where the mouse is where I'm broadcasting from. That's the studios of Brant Aerials. But you can see how things are greening up quite nicely. This is the farmer's field next door. You see this row of cedars here is the edge of my property, and I've got all this this treat area on this 3/4 acre plot, which was separated from the farm. The barn used to be out here, but there's enough of the foundation just under the grass that they're unable to plant there. So that's why it's there. So yeah, so I'm kind of watching the chat. Mr. J's RC is here, our new subscriber, Mike B, aka the Drone Ranger. Dennis Lovelady's there. If you get a chance, hit the like button. Oh, how come I'm not doing that? Okay, hang on a second. Let's no, we can't do that. Show, there we go. Save that and go back to where we are. Right there we go. No, not that. Okay, my channel, and let's look at the live. Okay, so we got 3 likes, not bad. Okay, we got 8 watching, 3 likes, 4 likes. It's coming up. Yeah, so don't forget to hit the like button if you get a chance. You know what? And I haven't put my banners up. Holy cow! There we go. Excuse me. I'm a little bit rattled because why? A little bit rattled because I was so late getting here. Marcel is here today. Welcome back, Marcel, from beautiful Vancouver. Good morning, but my printers are making too much noise today. Oh, that's okay. He's doing some 3D printing, so yeah. So anyway, let's stop that and we'll get me back, and let me just see here. What do we got? What else can we tell you? This segment today is brought to you by Hall & Oates, the food truck that brings breakfast cereal to your door. How's that? Okay? All right. So we've got our first sponsor out of the way. Don't forget to hit the like button. No politics, religion, racism, no puppets. Sorry for the puppet fans. Times are tough. Be kind to one another. So we're just asking for kindness. Everybody's having a rough time with all these lockdowns and whatnot. We're in lockdown here again. We had a record day for new COVID cases in our area. It's tragic. People just don't seem to get it. But yeah, but we won't get political. So puppets forever. No, you have to call locally, Marcel, to get Hall & Oates. And I don't put a link in the description. So, but what you can have, hold on. This is for everybody. This segment will also be brought to you by Two Thumbs, the poor man's fidget spinner. So, there's the instructions on how to run the fidget spinner. Okay, there you go. And it's free. Okay, so we'll include that as a public service to help you get through the lockdown. If you're bored during lockdown, use two thumbs, the poor man's fidget spinner. Oh boy, and no guests today, so we might have to make it a short one. Anybody have any insight onto what the new DJI announcement is that's coming up on Thursday morning? I think it says the 14th at, what did it say here? Hold on. Oh, no, that's the wrong thing. I'm just trying to figure out what I got in my mail here. Inboxes. That's smart. Kijiji. Pilots. Yeah, we had something the other day from DJI. I probably deleted it already. Yeah, maybe. Anyway, yes, DJI is coming out with something new, and we'll have to see where that goes or what comes of that. Everybody seems to suspect that it's the new Air 2S, but we'll see. I see. Oh, there's Herman. Herman, welcome. If you get a chance, Herman, I think you got an invite in your mail. If you wanted to come on and enlighten us as to what's going on with DJI or whatever else is going on in New York, by all means, feel free to join me. We've got, how are we doing now? 8 watching, 5 likes, so we're catching up. That's good. I appreciate the likes. Let's just see what else. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell. Most of the views I get on here, about 2/3 of them seem to be from subscribers. And I don't know who's coming on that's not subscribed, but appreciate you anyway. My subscriber count is down considerably from where it peaked a while back. I'm at 971, and I had been up over 1,000. That's how I got the community tab and all the other perks that go with having 1,000 subscribers. That was a year ago, last February, that I first hit 1,000, and it seemed to climb for a bit, and then once I started live streaming, subscribers started to drop off. So haven't had any complaints and didn't have a whole lot of dislikes. Let me check again. And no dislikes so far. It's 7 likes, so we're good. So I don't know. I don't know what happens with subscriber counts. They just seem to go down instead up. Captain Ray, how are you doing today, sir? It's we're celebrating here today. We've got the official papers for my first COVID shot, so that's pretty exciting here. My wife didn't qualify. She's too young. They kind of laughed when I said in line. I said, my wife's too young to get the COVID shot. I married young, and I've got my young hottie waiting for me in the car. She's only 61. And everybody got a chuckle out of that. But my wife gets her first shot on Sunday, so we'll see how that goes. She'll probably, I think where she's going, they deliver the Pfizer. I got the Moderna, but we'll mix it up one way or another. So everything's good here. The weather's great. We're going to be cutting grass soon. For those of you that came late, you missed my intro. I could probably play that again without the sound this time, and we can let me just go here, and then I can do a commentary on what it was all about. So let me go here, and I'll rewind that to 0. And let's do a share. What am I sharing? Okay, share that tab, and we're going to play that without the sound. There we go. So here is, I'll do a commentary over this. This is me taking off from the backyard. I was taking off right directly over the hot tub. Now this is sort of my pre-flight check. I go left, I yell left and right, and go left and then right, and backwards and forwards, and usually doing up and down and down. And I threw some titles over here. So this is how we started the show at just before noon. And here's me booking it out over the field. I saw the tractor out there and figured I'd go chase him down. He doesn't seem to be bothered by the drone. Usually I'll put my flight on a USB stick and let him see it on his big screen. He seems to like to show his friends what his farm looks like from the air. So, and like I shot this and just left it continuous raw. This would normally be chopped up into little bits, color graded, all kinds of other stuff done to it. But I just took this and just to give you the experience of how I shoot. You'll probably see a little bit of jiggling of the camera here as I try and keep this guy centered. I would usually edit all that stuff out, just to. And here you can see me backing away and trying to slide a little bit to keep with him. And you'll see a little bit of right yaw here as well to keep them centered. Yeah, so I'm kind of going backwards and sideways, sliding, and I'm trying to catch up and trying to keep up. I think you'll see me slow down a little bit here. Oh, and Dre's joined us too. So hi, Dre. So we're getting our audience. Dre mentioned last week that he didn't see me on Tuesday and Thursday. Tuesday I took the day off. We had a dog having surgery, and last Tuesday was car delivery and car buying and just all a bunch of other stuff going on at the same time. So yeah, so here you got me finally doing the right yaw and the left turn, or the left slide, letting him catch up and get around. You can see the disc there that he's pulling a little bit, and I wasn't too worried about the dust. Like I say, I'm line of sight there, and I'm close enough that I would be able to just I could just walk out and get the drone if I landed it somewhere. So, and like I said, I started this one with only 52% battery, and that's why the flight was as short as it was. Now here I decided to back away from him and sort of try and keep him centered, but give you an idea of the size of the fields surrounding us. This field that he's plowing right here is only 100 acres, but he owns the next farm over that goes down to the road that's beyond. It's just below the horizon. You can see some bushes down there at the end of that cedar hedgerow that's on the right. I do a lot of flights around that little brush area, the little forest area that you see there on the right. You can kind of see I'm going to come up to the edge of the field soon. Um, I was watching to make sure there was no traffic going by as I crossed the road there. And right here, I'm starting to get a signal that the battery is running low. So do a quick left yaw and line up to the house. And that white shed that you see is on the neighbor's property. And the gray house that's behind it is where I'm broadcasting from. So I see Dre from Recovery One Drone has joined us, and Dan from Drone Worship is just joined us. He doesn't know why he looks so cute today. Oh boy. He does look cute today. So there we are. We're just coming over the house, and that's not my house across the road. That's my house in there amongst the trees. You can see there's some spruce trees there that are about 70 feet tall, that make it almost impossible to see the house from the air. So we're not very photogenic from the front yard anyway. Yeah, so here we are coming back, and you can see I'm out there in the field. This is me just landing on top of the hot tub again. So yeah, so that was there we go. So we're back. Yeah, so you got to see basically how I fly that kind of a flight. And like I say, if I had more time, I would have got some overhead shots shooting down, but I was running on a battery out of storage, so limited my flight to about 6 or 7 minutes, which is plenty, and I think that was probably that drone's 225th flight or something. Dan was looking at himself in a spoon. Depends on which way the spoon was turned. It may make you look thinner or fatter, depending on if you're looking at the convex or the concave side of the spoon. Yes, and Ray, I hit 1,000 subs in February 13th, 2020, just at the beginning of the pandemic, and it's been downhill from there. So, well, actually, I hit 1,020 at one point, and then lost 50. So, and I don't know where they go. I got a new subscriber today. It was hold on. Let me look back. I got it. Mr. JRC's. He subscribed today. So yeah, so that's where it worked out today. So working on a Magnum today. A Magnum of wine? You're going to drink a whole Magnum? So we got 8 people watching. And yeah, so we're doing okay. 7. They're dropping off. Okay, what else is everybody up to today? Anybody flying? I might be able to get out this afternoon. The winds are 19 kilometers an hour. I don't know what that is in miles an hour. Nobody cares what miles an hour it is. But, we're at 17 degrees and sunny, so it's uh, it's a toss up whether or not to fly or cut the grass. Oh, okay, Magnum. Okay, like the Magnum PI guy. Dan thinks he's Tom Selleck. And Mike is going flying shortly, so he'll meet with Dan in the evening. That'd be cool. Yeah, yeah. Studying for your 107 recurrent. Okay. Let's to get the daytime waiver. All right. I did my recurrent in Canada. It was the simplest thing you could possibly do, um, but we're required to carry it with us. That's our 2020-2021 remotely piloted aircraft system recurrency requirements, self-paced study. It is the most dumb thing you'd ever see. Copies complete could be retained by the pilot. And what they do is they give you all the questions, and they also give you all the answers. So, how do you subscribe to receive email notifications for the electronic mail safety bulletin? The answer down here. So you take that answer and you copy it and you paste it into your spot. Like, they give you the answer, so all you have to do is copy and paste. So anybody who knows how to copy and paste gets 100%. And it's just the way it is, And so they're making it very easy for us to comply, for sure. And because I'm an advanced pilot, I have to copy and paste more of the questions than a basic pilot. So, I just had more copy and paste to do. I didn't have to know anything more, but I guess once you've had the basic or the advanced license, they just trust that you're going to keep it up. All you have to okay, and the daytime waiver is implied under the new rules in the U.S. So we don't have a daytime waiver per se. We're legal to fly at night with lights. So and you can fly that on the basic license or under 250 grams, just as long as you stay away from other aircraft and operate safely. My sub 20 gram drone requires no licensing at all. Although I wouldn't even venture to fly that thing outside. It's so light it would just blow away. And there's not much power there, and I've got about 6 minutes of flight time. But it does all kinds of neat stuff indoors. It does flips and loops, and it's all right. 720p camera. I've only had the camera on it once. I just fly at line of sight, and you can't fail the new recurrent test. Okay, so it might be like the Canadian one where they give you the answers. See, we have a lot of questions here about METARs and weather and maps and charts and all of that stuff. And the difference here is when you go for your advanced, you have to have a higher percentage of the answers correct, and there are more questions. and then you have to actually do a flight review. So you have to, it's like a driving test. You have to fly with an instructor. And he watches, to make sure you're going through all your checklists and procedures, and checks to make sure that you're keeping the proper records. And yeah, it wasn't bad. It wasn't cheap. I think it was a couple $100. The actual tests are $10 each. I think I had to take the advanced test. I passed it on my fourth try, so that was $40, like $10 a try. You have to wait 24 hours before your next one, and it's all done. Okay, if you miss a question, it'll take you back to correct your answer. Oh, that's good. Well, at least they know that you're reading the questions, and you can see. I think what they want you to do is think like a pilot, think like a manned pilot, and know that there are regulations that you have to follow. And there are some good instructions. In Canada, we have a fellow YouTuber, Don Joyce, who does an excellent job of keeping us up to date on what the current laws are. And it seems like Canada, in particular, is being very sympathetic to drone operators. In their latest release of the Air Information Manual, or the Aeronautical Information Manual, their AIM, they were chastising airports for refusing drone operation in close proximity to the airport. They were telling them that they don't own the airspace. They can only prohibit drones from flying on the property, from landing or taking off on their property, and that they do not own the airspace even above the airport. And that if drone operation is taking place nearby and someone asks permission, they should grant that permission as long as they feel that it won't interfere with the operation of manned aircraft. So basically, the sausages that run around the runways, if you're able to stay away from those, the airport should not refuse you access to the airspace. Now, in my situation, I've been in touch with the airport a number of times and actually gone and visited. And when I do call, I identify myself and my intention to fly and my purpose for the flight. And they have never refused. They just let me go ahead. Now, that said, if I am within the 8-kilometer boundary of the airport, I always charge my client extra for requesting that permission. They seem to think that you're not supposed to fly there, and I remind them that there is a restriction on that airspace, and if they require me to fly there for a commercial purpose, they're going to have to pay extra, and they do. So, and Drone Shots has joined us. Hi there, Jody. Just let me. Oops. Just type that in there because I always try and recognize Jody in the chat. So, and Neil, Blind Neil's in. I don't know if I've said hello yet to Blind Neil. Here come Blinderman, friendly Canadian Blinderman. There you go. All the way from Elliott Lake, Ontario, is Blind Neil. There you go. And Jody is cleaning the yard up. I think Jody, correct me if I'm wrong. You're in the landscaping business, right? So you're probably done with the snow plowing end of the business and moving on to groundskeeping. I get enough groundskeeping just doing this 3/4 of an acre. It's it's a bit of a chore, but let it get you out of the house, and you become mechanically inclined. I think you spend as much time fixing the tractor as you do running it, but that's the way that goes. So it's going to be cutting grass, rolling grass, and dethatching. So there's going to be a few runs made in the next week or so. It's going to snow in Michigan on Wednesday? Are you kidding me? Holy cow, I'm going to have to check the weather here, because if you're going to get it in Michigan, we'll get it the same day or the next day here. Because Michigan's our neighbor. After being 80 last week. Yeah, if you don't like the weather, wait a day. That's kind of how it goes up here too, but that's neither here nor there. Anyway, I think we'll probably wrap it up for the day. I thank you all for joining me. We've got 8 people watching and 8 likes, so we're all in good stead. But anyway, it's been an eventful day, and we'll call it a day. Anyway, thank you so much for coming. You could have been anywhere else, but you chose to come here and spend a little bit of time with me, and I thank you for that. And if you get a chance, shoot me an email at brentariels@gmail.com. And shoot me an email, and maybe on Thursday you'll get an invite in the mail, and you'll be able to join me on the panel, if there is one. Anyway, in the meantime, everybody stay safe, be kind, and we'll see you Thursday. Have a great one. Bye now.